Without grammar, little can be conveyed, but without vocabulary, nothing can be conveyed. Practice speaking in English with advanced phrases and new vocabulary. The first phrase is the fourth estate. But before I explain the fourth estate, you should also be informed about first estate, second estate, and third estate. Okay? Fourth estate means public press, media, journalism, television, magazines. They hold a very powerful place in the society. So, what is first estate? It's related to clergy, priest, and church. Clergy means priest. Second estate is kings, knights, dukes, and all related to royal family. Third estate is common people. And fourth estate is, as I mentioned, media and journalism. For example, you can say, in a democratic nation, the fourth estate plays a very important role. Now, the second phrase is pay the piper. It means to face the effect of your actions. Face the consequences of your action, especially negative effects. Face the result of your actions. You have to take responsibility for what you have done. You have to receive punishment for your actions. That means paying the piper, pay the cost of what you have done. Now, there's a famous story associated with this phrase. There used to be a town, Hamlin. And the town of Hamlin was infested with rats. And one day came Pied Piper. So the town of Hamlin, they requested the Pied Piper to get rid of the rats. And the town promised him a handsome amount of money. So finally, when the Pied Piper gets rid of all the rats, the people of the town betray him and they refuse to provide him the money. So Pied Piper gets very annoyed and enraged, and he takes away all the children of the town into a cave. So that's the origin of this phrase, pay the piper. The name of the story is Pied Piper of Hamlin. For example, you can say, if you don't do the work, you will have to pay the piper. It means you will have to face the consequences. The third phrase is round dealing. Now that means very candid, open dealing, honest dealing, straightforward dealing, very plain dealing, nothing to hide. For instance, a businessman with a round dealing is always successful in life. Next phrase is go like hotcakes or sell like hotcakes. It means people are buying something in large quantity. Okay, the phrase means able to sell in large amount or large quantity. For instance, you can say my latest book is selling like hot cakes. Next is much ado about nothing. This phrase comes from a comic play written by William Shakespeare in the 16th century. Ado means to be upset, having some disturbance, too much of noise or commotion, worrying, Lot of noise and disturbance and excitement and all. Okay, much ado about nothing means worrying for something that is unimportant. Okay, you are overreacting for something that is not important, worrying than what the situation deserves. Okay, when there is no need to worry, you are simply excited, overexcited, and keep yourself disturbed for that thing. For example, you can say, she waited a long time for her dream job. All her worry was much ado about nothing. Next phrase is wipe out. It means total destruction, complete failure, complete defeat, utter destruction. For instance, you can say the whole city was wiped out by the earthquake. Next phrase is hair's breadth. Hair's breadth means by a very small amount, by a very small margin, small distance, in a split second. Okay, for instance, you can say he escaped from death by hair's breadth. Next phrase is as the crow flies. Now this phrase is about distance, the distance that is measured in a straight line between 2 points. The distance that is measured in a straight line. For example, from London to Cambridge, it is 50 miles as the crow flies. That's it all for today.